Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity with me, Bring It On.
Sure.
Let's follow Nesta to the White Forge. Also see if the maps repopulate as we make our way over there. But considering they added new locations to the DLC, I'm assuming that they won't.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well at least there's some new goodies to be found.
You want me to go back up there? After nearly losing my leg?
You still got it, don't ya?
I believe she's the one we have to speak to about the cannons, Komar, and Lodgar. Well met, stranger. He scratches his head. Wait, I know you. You're the one that cracked this jelly jar in the first place. He laughs and claps you on the back. In that case, well met indeed, and thanks for the job. He leans forward to shake your hand. As he does, you notice that he's favoring his right leg, and his left hand is roughly bandaged. I shouldn't talk too long, or I'll get an earful. He glances over his shoulder. What happened to you? Bad hip that got worse after a night with Komar's rock gut. He laughs, but he's wincing too. It'll heal. He's gotta fix this place up before anything else falls apart. Farewell. Go inside if you want warm food and rest. The back of the Orlan's head is a patchwork of singed, green-brown fur and dark, scar-rippled flesh. She notices you and jumps back a foot. One of her staring eyes is gold, the other is hazel. As she flicks her left ear, which is little more than a nub on her skull. At last, she relaxes.
Ha! Took you for one of them red Sarens. Then I saw you had all your teeth. Ha ha ha!
She's shouting at you, but a friendly smile warms her face. She smells of sulfur and smoke. I'm Donald.
Hang on, gotta talk into my good ear.
She yells even louder, swiveling a hairless but whole ear toward you.
Now what was... Say, ain't I seen you somewhere?
She scratches a bald patch on her cheek. Shrug.
No, I got it. You're the one who got us into this place.
She snaps, as she thumps the wall with her fist.
And you fired up the White Forge.
Wonder glimmers in her eyes.
Must have been a real sight up close. All that fire. Ugh.
She takes a deep breath. What are you doing out here?
Oh, you know, clearing tunnels, blowing old barricades, just tidying up.
She grins, showing all of her teeth.
But soon, I've got to start testing the cannons.
Her voice is dropped to a whisper, or at least her closest approximation of one. She claps her hands behind her back, her hands together, and looks up at the high tower with a nearly religious reverence. Yeah, I was reading my own sentence there. Making my own story. Is this about the Iron Flail?
We held them off a few weeks ago, but they didn't run far. Set up a fort in the woods, and I hear they're working on some really fantastic siege weapons.
Her eyes glow. Surely these walls can protect you. They've held for centuries.
I don't know. Something tore through that place a long time ago.
She jerks her thumb toward the double doors. It gives you a meaningful look.
Anyway, we can stop them.
She rubs her hands together.
Once we have the heavy cannons, that is.
She looks up once more. Can you use the cannons down here?
Ah, but that's like...
She sputters, arms flailing.
Using a slingshot in place of an arquebus. No disrespect to these beauties, but they can't match the big guns for distance or power.
She waves at one of the frozen cannons. What's the problem with the heavy cannons?
They're all the way up there.
She points up at a tower that punches through the snow-bleared clouds.
I sent a crew to the tower, but they came back complaining about Skuldrak and the other nasties. Nearly took Colmar's leg off. Skuldrak did, I mean.
She blinks quickly. I could look into it.
That'd be a big help. I'd hate to let those beauties go to rust up there.
She twitches and fidgets like a drunk envisioning a tipple.
And anything you find up there is yours. Battery's full of treasures, and the West Tower has hardly been explored. Head through the door and up the stairs. That'll get you to that rampart.
She points up at the snow-dusted walkway.
Yeah, Coolmar cleared the rubble before he took to getting himself conveniently injured. You should be able to work your way up to the cannons from there. Meantime, I'll check on our black powder stock.
She gives you a smile full of jagged teeth.
Any luck with those cannons? No rush, I mean.
She shuffles her feet, clasping her hands behind her back. There we go. That's what I was trying to read earlier. How do I reach the tower?
Head through the door and up the stairs. That'll get you to that rampart.
I've already read that.
Coolmar cleared the rubble before he took to getting himself conveniently injured. You should be able to work your way up to the cannons from there.
Can you use the cannons down here?
No disrespect to these beauties, but they can't match the big guns for distance or power.
I already read that. Tell me about the iron flail.
They came out here a few weeks back and asked us to vacate the forge, real nice-like. When we told them to turn around or we'd do them like we did their fellow Widewind, things got rough. They went to their fort, but they'll be back for sure. Darien sent a group from Stalwart to parley, but they never made it back.
She gives you a knowing look.
Can't reason with Rayed Sarens. That's why we gotta get these guns working, so we'll be ready for them.
What are you doing out here?
I'm taking care of these lovelies so they can take care of us.
She gazes affectionately at the cannons. You really like explosions.
Well, back in Stalwart, I learned everything Dana knew about black powder, and a few things she didn't.
She beams.
Them she wasn't so happy about.
She frowns, looking momentarily distracted.
After what might have been a small mishap in the Stalwart mines, they sent me here to put my talents to better use.
Farewell. Alright, we can't find Nesta. Let's go to the White Forge first. Great Hall is how we're going to get to the heavy cannons. But Nesta should be in the White Forge waiting for us. So knock out these quests that we have here. And then we'll see about fighting that dragon again. I might do some optimizing of the party before I do that.
If you say so. Got it done.
Wheels and levers for minecarts lay scattered. The surface of the anvil hums with power. It's warm to the touch. Eye-watering heat wafts from the mouth of the White Forge. Some of this we may have already read when we were here the first time. But I don't rightly remember, so playing it safe. So this is the fabled White Forge. Very impressive. I know several smiths in Crucible Keep who would dearly love to be standing where I am right now. I was told that the souls of the Pargrunen were bound to the forge. There's no precedent for such a thing, but I'm guessing that the value of the forge is boosted by at least 50%. These smiths working the forge though, what are their qualifications? Who trained them? Whether the forge isn't being used as effectively as it could be, I think it would be more profitable for everyone if Crucible Keep trained smiths were brought in to run things here. Wouldn't you agree? I think option 2 is the most pragmatic. Number 1's going to create conflict. Number 3 agrees with number 1. But number 2, I think if they bring more people in with more experience, everyone benefits. As long as the new Smiths share their experience instead of taking over entirely, I'd say that's a good idea. A reasonable compromise. I'll make note of your recommendation. All that's left to do is write up a draft of the trade agreement with the terms and conditions we've agreed upon, and present a copy to Tarfos. It'll still be a few months before the final agreement can be signed. We've made great progress here. She bows. I appreciate the escort, Donald. Farewell. We'll stay here for now. We go back to Stalwart after. We have to go this way. We take care of the cannons. Give me one of those. Quarter foot will do, but make sure it's not rusted. I'll look. If not, Corbel should have something that'll work. Alright, same description is down below. A black powder, handle with care. Alright, so there's Corbel.
If you say so, that'll do. If you say so, that'll do.
Alright, so that's from first visit.
Got it done. If you say so.
Go ahead and
Got
pick
it
this
done.
lock for the experience. This cot smells smoky. It's stained with black powder and ash. So that's probably Wengro's. They ran away like the tower was on fire. The cowards. Wengro's none too happy. You a warrior now? Let me know when you head up to fight the monsters. Under the pillow are a child's crude charcoal drawings.
If you say so. That'll do.
Warm drippings simmer at the bottom of this pot. This dwarf gives you a quick nod as he smears the grease and soot from his fingers on his apron. A copper chain dangling from his ear sparkles red in the firelight. I know who you are. Wouldn't be in this place if it weren't for you. He rubs a chain on his ear, flashing a half smile. What can I do for you? What is it that... Excuse me. What is it that you do here? I'm running the excavation of the lower levels. Everything else around here. Supplies, the kitchen, quarters. When you need something, you come to me. I want to see the stores. Let's get to it. Oh, the white crest helm. +3 intellect. Go ahead and grab that. Pretty cool. Yeah, This already gives intellect. Okay. Large drink pots and dirty cups are stacked next to a note. I cook, you wash.
Ain't that special?
Everything started shaking. Thought the ceiling would collapse on me. Unnatural, these tremors. We shouldn't have disturbed this place. It's a tomb. This is no mine. It's a tomb. Alright, so this way should be the way to cannons. So I wasted an opportunity. Those brigands that were after Nesta, I think they're all human. Been a good chance to grind out some of those required kills. Sure is good seeing you. Nobody's been able to push those monsters out of the tower. Well, what I'm getting paid to do. I guess there wasn't an agreement of payment, was there? I can safely assume I'll get paid. Or at least demand payment afterwards. Quick save.
Huh? Step lightly.
So I may have been making the mistake by having Minea jump ahead and take care of the back line. Because she's losing zealous focus when she does that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I think going forward I'm just going to keep everybody clustered around my paladin. I think we'll get more bang for our buck that way. Alright, we'll start with this door. It's the first one on the way through the main hall.
If you say so. That'll do.
Comes for me.
It's a rough little fight. A little bit of burn resist, and we'd probably be in good shape.
Hi?
Does he have... It's only around the caster. Definitely one of those situations where Obvious would be very useful. Especially with that newest high-level spell. I can't remember the name of it. But it gives resistance against all elements.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
If you say so. That'll do.
Let's go. That's it.
When was the last time we fought Skull Drags? Lever request. This note is written in fine script. The lever for the artillery lift has broken again. I've been telling my men to be as careful as possible while using the lift, but it's difficult to keep your balance on the thing. One bad bump nearly sent a handful of them off the edge, and rather they break a lever to keep their balance than fall off. Unfortunately, it was a clean break this time. We need this lever as soon as possible. Scrawled across the bottom in thick ink is an additional note. Men stop taking up so much ammunition at a time. This wouldn't be a problem. This will be the last lever you ever get. Next time, you're just getting a rammer.
Huh?
You gotta see this.
Hey, Dwarven lever. A lever you found in the West Tower. A malformed cog is attached to one end. So this is how we get the cannons down. The cannons are cold as ice, and banded by angular patterns and prayers to Abaddon.
If you say so. Got it done.
On your side. Let. That's it. Let's go. Let's go.
Alright, so this is most definitely a book event.
Yeah.
That's it.
Tough deal with.
Enough.
Alright, Durgan's is taking a beating. For the most part, I haven't really seen him get attacked, so I'm not sure what's hitting him.
Got
I mean,
it
it's
done.
not, it's a secret that the combat log holds, but why would I look at it? Alright, event pick. Unique stiletto, one-handed. Exceptional. Plus 15% attack speed, plus 0.3 to crit damage multiplier, plus 20% of hits converted to crits, and 50% chance to cast Flames of Devotion on hit or critical hit. That's absurd. The stiletto was crafted shortly before the fall of Durgan's battery. In addition to its exceptional quality and the use of Durgan steel in its construction, it also features an enchantment that its previous owner used to ignite cannons and the occasional stove. That is absurd. And it bypasses 3DR, which might be standard for stilettos. I don't usually look at them, so I don't know. Yeah, that's standard. Okay. I'm wondering if it's Ruffian that uses stilettos. It's too good to pass up. So we'll probably give it to somebody at some point.
Let's go. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Yellow gelatinous residue lines the bottom of the broken tube.
I'll keep an eye out.
Hargren Rust Dissolver. Excuse me. Small label on the side reads, property of A. Thorol. Used on rusted materials only. Okay. Andron's notes. Who knew a creature as disgusting as a diseased pudding could be so useful? The ability to not only prevent metals from rusting, but to remove rust entirely is astounding. I can only imagine what sorts of contraptions we can devise without having to worry about exposing iron to the elements. As always, I get ahead of myself. Finding these creatures is already a chore. Keeping them properly contained is nearly impossible. I was lucky to acquire what few I have.
If you say so. That'll do.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Made some good progress.
Right.
Alright, let's go ahead and rest up for
Sure.
Durance's sake. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next episode, we'll continue through the West Tower lower. And I guess work our way to the West Tower upper. We'll see. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.